Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 856. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Having one of my hot dogs with jalapenos on it.
And I am having social tea cookies for snack time. Okay, so I basically wanted to answer. Someone had made a statement on YouTube in the comments. I guess a question or a thing. I did see Class finale the day it aired after everybody else. So this is
I watched them all as well. So.
This is to Mr. Blythe, David. But I did not do a podcast on it because most of my friends here haven't seen it. So I was just trying to be polite. I know it's huge stuff, but to me, it's more important for all my friends to see it first and then us enjoy it together than me just pop out a video that I saw it. I know I saw it, but again, most of everybody in the Real Whovians haven't. So I gave the link to some people to watch. When they get caught up, we will be doing an episode of Class. Again, I'm not going to... You didn't see it, Scott, or you did?
I did. Like I said, I'm all...
You saw all episodes? 8 episodes?
From episode 4, 5. So 4 or 5 on. I forget where I left off on, but yeah, I started from one of those 2 episodes. And
you saw the finale?
Yeah.
Okay. We're not going to say anything, though, because I know accidentally I don't want any of our members to see it and get spoiled, but there will be Class cast to wrap up the rest of the series and talk about the ramifications of what happened in the finale that will lead into Doctor Who Series 10. I am well aware of the importance of what occurred and what it means for Doctor Who, and hopefully I will
say this much. I'm surprised he didn't make a surprise cameo in it, though.
Right. But I'm also going to say that I've been hoping for them to appear in a Doctor Who finale, and I think I even said it that they should. So hopefully Matrixlord212 is right again. But anyway, we're not going to mention what we're talking about. Yep. I am going to talk about The Walking Dead a little bit because I actually did a podcast without anybody joining me. And this is what is occurring now. When Walking Dead goes on and then off air, there is an interest in our group to talk about it. And this is a big, big thing because even I, at times, am not interested the way the season has gone.
When you were talking about your last Walking Cast, I tried to find it, and so I could post it on my Blind Dyslexic page. I couldn't find the...
It was uploading. It's uploaded.
Okay,
it should be up now. So I think it's available now. I have to check and see maybe it's in private or whatever. But so I actually did for the first time the Walking Cast without people. I did a podcast without people, which if you notice, I've always done videos before I did podcasts. So it's kind of weird now me doing videos without anybody because I'm not used to it. I got to get used to it again. But like I said, if everyone is just not into it, then I won't do the Walking Cast anymore because I'm not going to force the issue. And I understand completely how everybody feels.
I'll join in any podcast there is if I'm around.
I mean, I will do a cast on the finale, and then of course we're on a break with the Walking Dead. I don't even think Fear the Walking Dead comes back until after Walking Dead. So we're gonna have like January and February. So that's going to be it. But I did enjoy the current episode. I'm not going to say what happens in it. There's a lot going on. We did see the trailer full to The Mummy.
Yeah, I still got. Thanks. I still got to watch that.
That was on Walking Dead. They showed it. Interesting. Hopefully it's good. Can't really tell yet.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's not like the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer. That was 100% perfect.
Oh, I love that. Oh.
But this Mummy thing was like...
meh. They could have stuck. In other words, they could have stuck with the preview one.
I mean, you're talking to someone who's seen every movie there is for since I was the 70s. So like I'm watching it, and I'm like, it's like what I've seen before. It's like, it's like I don't know, man. I mean, just
I'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll be decent.
This is supposed to be the first movie of the Universal Monsters Cinematic Universe. And I'm looking forward to Underworld Blood Wars. Sorry, man. Hey, I just, it's just not,
It wasn't grabbing.
Stick the food in front of my face, but if it's not appealing to me, I'm not going to eat it. I don't know. It's just, I don't even want to talk about it. Well, you have to see it, and then we'll review it, but it's just,
Oh, that was me for a second.
No, it's my multiple phones going off at once. So I'm going to have to reserve, I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to have to reserve judgment on the Mummy. I know Mr. Tom Cruise is in it, and I know that, what's the name's in it? Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm trying to remember if I saw Cruise inside even the preview trailer, because I know I saw Crowe. I can't remember if I saw Cruise inside the preview trailer. Ooh, that's not good.
I don't know. I mean, when is it coming out? When everything else is coming out, it's
pretty much. It's going to get swamped, basically.
See, the thing is that it's like right now, Star Wars eats the market. And then the Marvel movies.
Something like The Mummy needs to be coming out near. To me,
it's got to come out in August.
It needs to come out during. I'm sorry, it should come out during October during Halloween time, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, let me. You know what? Let me see it. What the.
All these personally, all these monster movies are revamping. That's the time it needs to be coming out, between October, November.
Yeah.
And people have a chance to see it, and doesn't get swallowed up by some whatever blockbuster they've got or whatever.
Let's just see. I'm trying to skim through this fast and just see when it comes out. Do apologize. I did remember when it came out the other day, but now I forgot. So I know it's going to come out at the wrong time, probably, when everything else is coming out, I'm sure. And that's what people need to stop doing. They need to stop putting, everything up against, these big movies. Mm-hmm. They should be up by themselves.
Make them fail, but there's certain times you just think you really don't have that much faith in that movie. That way you can at least say, well, look at what was out. And that's why I didn't know.
All right, so The Mummy is coming out June 9th. Big mistake, because Wonder Woman is a week before, and World War Z is the same day, and then Cars 3 is a week later, and then Transformers is a week after that. It's going to be destroyed.
Wonder Woman
right now.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's going to be number one. And then it's going to stay that way up until maybe Transformers.
They need to delay the release
that
of the Mummy.
Is going to fluctuate between 2 and 4, 2 and 5.
They got to delay the release of the Mummy.
Yeah.
Mummy, because it's going to get swallowed whole and it's going to get annihilated. I don't care about ego. Look, this is a money-making thing. This is a business, okay? Other people do it. They delay their movie. And I don't give a crap if people say they don't think it's good enough. You're not going to be number one when Wonder Woman comes out the week before. And then they have the same day you come out as World War Z, too. And then the week after is Cars. You're not going to be...
Cars is nice, but it's not going to make as much...
Even if you were number one, you're not going to remain number one. And you need some type of security.
Because Mummy needs to be delayed until that Halloween Thanksgiving season.
Well, let me just see when would be a good time for it to come out.
Because if you bring it out in December, then you've got the next Star Wars movie eating up your wallet?
I would say right now that August is the perfect opportunity. August 4th is the perfect, or August 11th is absolutely perfect for The Mummy. Absolutely. And that's what it needs to do, because there's nothing, it will be going up against the Emoji Movie and stupid stuff. So you know what? And then Chips is coming out the week after that. There's nothing that month that's really, so put The Mummy out in August. That's what you need to do, because if you start getting, here's the thing, there's other things coming out, and if you don't do it, and if you put it in September, that may be a problem, because you got It coming out in September.
I was about to say September, and I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, September is no good. August is, and you got Blade Runner and Night Kingsman 2 and Friday the 13th.
I love Kingsman 2.
Insidious 4 and Saw. You can't come out October. And November is Thor and Justice League. Okay. Thor and Justice League alone in November. And then December Star Wars. So the only time is going to be August or sometime in September. That's it for The Mummy. I'm telling you, do it now, because if you don't listen to me, it's going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
You're not going to have no cinematic universe. It's going to get destroyed.
Because that's what they had plans on for Species. Because it was supposed to have been like black. It's supposed to be, of course, Alien, Predator, and Species was supposed to be like the third creature, but because the first Species didn't do very good, that's why they...
No, they did good enough to make sequels, but
yeah,
it lost their way with the second one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, good God.
No?
I don't even... That gives me nightmares just thinking how that...
I mean, that could be like Venom right there, if you think about it, but special effects.
Yeah.
But I think Mummy's going to bomb now. Because, again, I'm not saying the movie's a bad movie, but there's movies that are better caliber.
I mean, granted, I understand there's a lot of people who are going to the movies and thinking, they don't want to see this movie. They don't want to see this movie. Maybe they want to see this movie. But still, with those other movies, that's going to pull too many out from your movie, and you're going to cause your movie to be at least, I'm going to say, number 5 or 6, and then you're going to have to do what Pacific Rim and a lot of these other movies are doing, relying on either the DVD sales or the overseas to get people interest or word of mouth. But to me, it's like, why? Just put your movie out.
Don't just put everything, it's like on top of each other.
Yeah.
Stuff is going to fail. Like, that's a stupid marketing.
If you're going to do that, you might as well just put it straight to DVD. It's going to
fail not because the movie sucks, but because there's too many good shit out there.
Yeah.
If you know all these things are coming out, like, even if you're putting merchandise out, right? And you're going to launch this hot new toy line, right? You're not going to launch it when all these other shit's coming out, like hot stuff, because it'll get overshadowed. You won't even, you lose its place in the release. So you got to look at the release of all these movies and say, look, we can't put it out now because it's going to get killed. If it doesn't get killed by Wonder Woman, it's going to kill by World War Z, or it's going to kill by Cars 3. Cars 3, even though Cars 2 sucked, Cars 3 is looking to be the movie that everybody's like, oh, this is cool. I mean, already the teaser, people going nuts about it. So The Mummy is lucky if it gets its budget back. Telling you, it's going to do bad. They got to pull it. Look, they pulled Turtles, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Phenomenal to get a sequel. They pulled G.I. Joe. It did phenomenal. It's getting a sequel. Titanic was originally supposed to come out in like the summer season with May and June, and they said screw that because the budget was so huge. It needs to be by itself, and they put it out in December, and look what happened. It became like the #1 movie of all time until Avatar came out. So don't worry about ego. Don't worry about people talking shit because the media is bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
You just don't give a crap what anybody says and pull the movie and put it out in August. And then when it does fucking phenomenal, you could say, wow, Matrixlord was right. because we just made like 700 million or some crap. You know, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, because when your movie's going to get swallowed up by movies they really want to see, you're pretty much.
We analyze this stuff all the time. Anything that comes out, we're like, oh, this is going to do well. This is whatever. And we are really good at it. I'm not saying we're experts, but like we're really on top of it. And we're saying basically, don't do it. Because you'll see.
That's why a lot of these ho-hum movies succeed so much if you look at them in the past. Because look what else is around it. And that's what people don't realize. Is,
too much.
Great. Well, if you look at what other movies came out.
If Ghostbusters came out like later,
yeah,
in like August or something, it would have been it would have been like nothing against it, no competition.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just saying you got to know. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy came out in August. Look at it, killed it. It's like, oh, you could put movies out in August because there's nothing out in August half the times. Until Guardians of the Galaxy came out, they never released a big movie in August. Now they're going to start doing that. To do that, anyway. If you don't, and it bombs, there goes your cinematic universe.
You're to blame.
The whole 13-movie cinematic universe is out the window. So try again. Aquaman got delayed.
This is the release date, and it's subject to change. But I agree. It needs to come out either at a later or earlier time. Otherwise, these movies are pretty much...
Later time.
Yeah. It's going to steal your box office.
Now,
and people are going to forget about it.
DC had made a decision to delay Aquaman. And I guess put a movie in its place. Probably Batman, I would think. The way the market is, I think people do want to see Ben Affleck as in a Batman movie. I think that's a safe thing. And I think that Superman doing Man of Steel, movies is a safe thing too. Because I think it's more important to do single movies than Justice League. Because it's rushed. Justice League.
I honestly, to this day, I still believe they should have allowed a second Superman movie and then do the joint movie.
I don't think Justice League is gonna have the thing that they think it is.
No, because when you got this non-familiar villain, no one's really going to take much notice. I mean, you need a raw villain, and you may not want to have Darkseid initially.
Well, that's another problem. Darkseid's not the villain.
I know.
It's going to be Steppenwolf. And honestly, I'm a Marvel guy. When Chris was telling me Steppenwolf, I'm like, I thought it was a rock band or something. I'm like,
it is. I mean, that's the name of it.
Thank you. But who the fuck is Steppenwolf? So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's great. A villain called Steppenwolf. I mean, honestly, the fans are just, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work.
You got a mad villain who people
You got to know who the hell a villain is, man. I mean, it's not like Steppenwolf figures are selling off the shelves. I don't think I mean, if Electro has a figure and Steppenwolf don't, that's got to tell you something.
The only way you're going to get a Steppenwolf is if you grab your 3D printer and create one yourself.
So, was there ever a Steppenwolf figure?
I don't even remember.
Probably not.
I think he's been mentioned, and maybe
probably not
in the comic books, maybe 3 or 4 times.
I mean, I think the Spot had a figure too, from Marvel before the Steppenwolf. I mean, that's got to tell you something right there too. So
I would rather see Howard the Duck appear in the movie than.
We got to go because I got to do a different cast. So we'll be back. Thanks. Take care. Bye for now.